And that's why you tell people where you're going and try not to get into trouble with druggies and drug dealers. Anyways, hello and welcome to another Let's Play. Me, GamerWolfSix of Echo. Before we start, if you're interested in playing this game, then you could get it for free on itch.io, but if you want to support the people that made this game and are making others, you can go to their Patreon, where it's $3 a month. So, on the last Let's Play, we were continuing our morning and found out that Leo decided to confront Micah, Jeremy, I think his name is, and Clint, and was beating up Clint and Jeremy while Micah was hiding, and then Brian appeared and was really beating up Leo until we tried to intervene, but then that didn't mean diddly. Micah hit him over the head and then ran off with Brian chasing after him. And now we're back from all that. Woof. So, let's reset our face. And continue. God, you're heavier than I remember. Only where it counts. A wry smile is visible on his muzzle, the battered wolf clearly still loopy from all the blows to the head. Or at least, that's what I hope the explanation is. He keeps squeezing my side as I struggle to keep him upright. With my free hand, I dig around in my pocket and search for the Echo Motel keycard. The task is made all the more difficult by the pawing ministrations of Leo, who would keep having a bad way. For fuck's sakes, Leo, I'm genuinely pissed at you. We almost died, and you blew our chance to find Carl easily. I don't even know what I'm gonna begin to explain. How I'm gonna begin to explain this to all the cops. All to the cops. To all the cops! I swear I can read. Leo makes a dismissive noise. I'll handle it. You don't gotta worry. I prop Leo up against the wall, giving him an incredulous look. Does he not even process what would have happened if Micah and I hadn't stepped in to help him? Leo, you just pissed off some kind of trailer park jug kingpin who knows exactly who you are. That should concern the hell out of you. Nah. There's a distant look in his eyes. Before I have time to further chastise an idiot for he's being, I hear the voice call out from behind me. Hey! Jenna's holding a small plastic bag in the words, "Thank you," printed on it over and over again in bold red lettering. Chase, where were you? What's going on? Leo's expression goes a little more flat, his tail moving behind him. Jenna. The wolf greets her curtly, eliciting a perplexed face from the fox. It is weird that he hasn't said I smell like her. Or she smells like me. Well, maybe we'll see. I'll leave for 20 minutes, and of course Leo is now beaten and shirtless. She gives me a stern look. What happened? I let out a sigh, pinching the tip of my nose before letting my paw flop down to my side. Leo tried to interrogate Tetanus Valley crew by himself. And I was doing fine until that squeaky voice fat ass showed up. Brian. I clarify. Oh shit. She reaches into her pocket, taking her own keycard and sliding it into the door. Come on, let's get you inside. There's some basic medical supplies in the bathroom. I'll see what I can scrounge up. I think he's got a concussion? Yeah, I don't need to tell you that. You shouldn't have let him fall asleep. I'm not sure if that is an actual thing you're supposed to do, or if that's just a common misconception. Because I've heard things like, it doesn't matter, and like how it kind of came up is like, hey, people who hit their heads can sometimes be drunk, drunk, you lose your balance and all that stuff, you hit your head. And then people who might be so drunk that they fall over and hit their head might also be suffering from alcohol poisoning. So, yeah. Anyways, I'm right here, You can talk to me. I would if I think it would do any good, but you obviously don't listen to anything we say, as evidenced by this latest stunt. God, Leo, why are you so stupid? You're an adult. Jenna pushes the door open, and I help Leo inside. I'm trying not to look directly at him, but judging by the tenseness of his muscles, I can tell he's definitely not digging Jenna's scolding. I walk Leo over to one of the beds and help him sit down. Careful, so he doesn't smush his own tail. Easy now, big guy. Oh, is that what they call Bluey's kids call the dad every now and then? Big fella, that's it. The wolf palpably softens at the words, and I think I catch a slight, sad smile pass toward my direction. Despite all this idiocy, we did just survive near death together. He pats my lower back some, just as Jenna shuts the door behind us. I should probably text TJ. He's doing those sports medicine courses, so he might be able to help us out a bit. He left to continue the search with Flynn after he didn't show up. Though honestly, I think we should drive him to the urgent care down in Payton. Oh, that's gonna be a heavy bill. I look up at Leo, anticipating his response before he even speaks. I'm fine. Leo. I said I'm fine. Yeah? You shouldn't be babying over me while Carl's still out there. You're right. We shouldn't be having to do this at all. Jenna looks past us both, with a glaring look of maternal disappointment before heading into the bathroom. She does drop the bag of food next to us on the bed, though. Ordinarily, I'd be concerned about getting grease on the covers, but considering the circumstances, I pull out the styrofoam container from the bag and prop it open. Yeah, this is true because at least the main character hasn't eaten all day. And sorry, give me a sec. Inside are 2 grilled cheese sandwiches with toast, eggs, and bacon pulled off to the side, pushed off. It looks kind of haphazardly put together, but my grumbling stomach doesn't mind. I hand Leo a grilled cheese and take some bacon for myself. You feeling dizzy? Any sudden sharp head pains? Just some throbbing. But that's about it. About a part of the course when I'm around you. It grins for a flicker of a second before taking a huge bite of the sandwich. I can't help but stare at him wide-eyed, my face burning. It's not that I'm super offended by the flirting or anything, but now, of all times to do it? Leo. Leo swallows down a mouthful of bread and cheese. Judging by his expression, he doesn't seem to be a big fan of the taste. Yeah? Sorry, just getting sleepy. I reach up, clutching his shoulder. Hey, come on, don't pass out on us. You know you can't do that now. Jen returns with some hydrogen peroxide gauze, and what looks like a bottle of acetaminophen. I sent out a message to the group chat, letting them know what's going on. The signal was being kind of weird for a second, but it said sent. Jenna sits down beside the wolf, with her can of disinfectant, to which Leo visibly recoils. I can do it. Just give it to me. The Fennec's brow furrows, and she actually pulls back the can. No. That's not how you treat me right now. Okay, music's on, that doesn't sound good. Like you treat me like shit? Yeah? What? I know, you've been talking ill of me behind my back, trying to keep Chase away. Oh, buddy. Jenna stares dumbfounded at Leo. I am absolutely baffled by your priorities right now. I'm going to assume this is the head trauma speaking. So what if it is? You know it's true. Leo shifts his gaze to me. She has, hasn't she? I sigh. I really wasn't prepared to deal with this confrontation right now. I probably should have spent more time with you to make sure you didn't do anything like you just did. No, Chase, this is not your fault. The sooner Leo realizes he's the one making mistakes, the sooner we can rally and figure out where we're going to go, what we're going to do next. For Carl, remember him? The person we're actually trying to find? I wince, having agreed with the first part of what Jenna said, but it's definitely gone a step too far. Jenna, we're all concerned about Carl. I take the antiseptic spray and begin shaking the can before spritzing it on a few of Leo's wounds. The wolf barely even reacts. His pain tolerance was always pretty high growing up. He'd win pretty much every game of slap hands or punch you, punch me that Flynn or Carl devised. I used to find that sort of toughness attractive. Guys, let's focus. Jenna holds up the flat of her palm toward me, speaking up with curt tone. Chase, you don't really believe Leo's doing this off the genuine goodness of his heart, right? That he has some deep compassion for Carl? Hell, I've spoke with Carl online these past few years. Leo basically stopped talking to him the moment you left for college. That is 3 whole years of not giving a damn. Like, can we not do it with the guy that's probably got a concussion, is probably gonna be pretty angry and stuff? Just saying. I love you, Jenna. Time and place. Sorry. I mean, he deserves it, but still. Leo's jowls pull back along the corners of his mouth for a moment before he reaches up and clutches his temple. That's really hypocritical of you to say. Don't. Jenna looks up at the ceiling, her usual cool and collected demeanor gone. It's clear Leo's actions have pushed her past the point of calm understanding. Don't? Don't what? Don't stop you from laying into me while you're guilty of the same? Yeah, you left everyone behind, didn't you? Jenna looks stunned for a moment before her brow furrows once again. Oh, yes, Leo, a complete, unjustified decision. Unrelenting neglect, abuse, and traumatic influence is no reason to distance yourself from the sacred nuclear family unit. It's not often that Jenna outright expressed that extent on what went on in her tiny house growing up. Actually, what was the whole thing? Yeah. We all figured she wasn't keen on representing herself as someone to be pitied, so we generally didn't pry. Her bringing this up now definitely means this is a touchier subject than Leo knows is, and Leo knows this. After this outburst and your latest behavior, is it any wonder that we don't reach out to you much anymore? Leo unfocuses his gaze, shifts from Jenna to me, and back again. Chase talks to me. I squeeze Leo's shoulder. Guys, Carl. Let's focus on Carl. What are we gonna do about him? I flash Jenna a pleading look. Yeah, he still messages me from time to time. I squeeze harder. He says he misses me, and that he can't wait to see me again. That he misses us being together. What? Jenna peers at Leo incredulously, her arms folded across her chest. When no one says anything in response, she unfolds her arms, her expression softening some. Wait, seriously? Her attention shifts to me. You've been texting Leo that you want to get back together this whole time? No? Not really. I mean, I barely text him. It's always late at night. Leo speaks with a droll monotone. My phone flashes, and it's you. I'm having to assume this is shadow chase and not actual chase. You bring up all the old times we messed around, and you want to do it again. You getting kind of intense too. Like last time, when you talked about, how you wanted me in you again. Leo, for fuck's sake. My face absolutely burns. I want to just throw my paws over his muzzle and shut him up. How could you be even bringing this up at a time like this? Or bringing it up at all? Jenna's brow is raised high now. Before she can say anything, Leo speaks again, gesturing forward with jittery movements. I'm not fucking lying, yeah? I can show you the text. I saved them. You got rid of them the next morning. So wait, is he telling the truth? Every time. A dull throb pounded through my head, the intrusive thoughts as pointed as Jenna's gaze, which is very much aimed at me right now. I mean, I guess if the shadow chase is saying that we did that, then okay. They made you feel guilty. Out of everything. That's what you feel guilty about? Okay. Wow. Neither of you told me any of this. I practically want to scream now. I mean, if Chase was doing that, then I'd put it on him. If for Leo, I don't know. If Chase is sexting Leo, I don't think Leo needs to disclose it to Jenna because, I mean, Leo has no idea what's going on. Carl, let's focus on Carl. Anything to get the spotlight off me. Well, it really wasn't pertinent. It was just a couple of times over the span of 3 years. Chase. It is. At least, somewhat. She hesitates for a second, trying to find some gentle phrasing as she shifts her weight from one foot to the other. Not the nitty-gritty details, of course, unless we're all particularly inebriated. She looks between the two of us. At the very least, it partially explains Leo's behavior. Though I'm not saying it justifies it. There you go again. I'm right here, and you're still talking right over me. He hunches forward some. You're injured, Leo. Plus, your words and actions have been exceptionally irrational lately, so forgive me if you aren't given a spot at the grown-up table. Leo ignores her. Is that getting darker? It seems darker for a second. Leo ignores her, beginning to mumble. At first, I was confused. Why are you acting like this? Trying to take away my chance to make things right. You've always been cruel, but never this bad, yeah? Cruel? Jenna lets out an amused but exhausted noise, pinching the bridge of her muzzle. Are you implying that I'm stealing Chase from you? As if he were able to object an object to be conquered and taken? That is a regressive. Leo starts talking in the same deadpan voice before Jenna finishes. You know what you're doing? No, you know what you're doing. Attitude towards someone you claim you understand so deeply. Jenna continues speaking, even throughout the wolf's words. But hey, that's just who you are. Leo, please, relax. Stop talking. I begin wrapping gauze around some of the disinfected wounds. It's hard to tell, and difficult to focus with what's going on, but some of these might require some stitches. His large head turns to look at me, and his pupils are hidden behind his half-open eyelids. Just close my eyes, fall asleep. Wait, no, don't do that. And then you're right there with me again. Jenna's nostrils flare, exacerbated. I'm bound to smack him awake. I frown. Don't do that either. You came down to Echo to surprise me the other week. I thought that was really nice of you. Showed you cared. I have no clue what he's talking about. For the past few weeks, I've been cramming for midterms and streaming old movies with Vincent in my dorm room. For a moment, I think Jenna gives me a slightly accusatory look, but doesn't say anything. Instead, she grabs a few strips of bacon before walking to the other side of the room and checking her phone. Okay, the signal's completely messed up. My bars are bouncing up and down, like if they're on a trampoline. I'm guessing this is when Echo's going full crazy mode. I hear this buzzing sound. She holds her phone higher, squinting at it. Meanwhile, I'm trying to keep Leo upright as I wrap a particularly nasty-looking gash on his arm. He must have cut himself when he fell down. Maybe a tetanus shot is in order when he gets to the doctor too. You're kinda thin, which is cute, but you should eat more. I was gonna have Pops cook you some hamburgers with the jalapeno ketchup you liked. He's not really making much sense at the moment, but at least the focus isn't on me anymore. I have a feeling I'm gonna get a bit of scolding from Jenna later though. It would be interesting to play this game if you say you're straight, you know? I always thought Leo's dad's hamburgers were kinda iffy, but I never wanted to be rude. The goatee though, you shaving it was kinda funny. You were so proud of that thing. But it was like you were doing everything you could to be cute for me. Jenna's frowning deeply at her phone right now. Whether it's because of what Leo's saying, or something on her screen isn't clear. Without looking, Leo brings up a giant paw and squeezes the end of my chin. I quickly push it away, and he seems surprised for a moment when he feels the untrimmed scruff. Huh? Is that really you, Chase? I catch Jenna peering pointedly at the wolf before glancing back to her phone. I'm thinking maybe we should start driving to the clinic now. I'm not even sure if the others have got my texts, and the stupid phone can barely buffer the messaging app. I even tried both it and the standard SMS. I reach into my pocket and pull out my phone. A spot where the bars are indicating service and Wi-Fi aren't there anymore. At least at first. I think I see them flicker back for a second before disappearing again. I've never seen it do this before. Yeah, my Wi-Fi's messed up too. I press my thumb over the power button. I guess I'll try turning it off and on again. Jenna frowns. Sorry, it's one of those reading odds. Then I suppose there's no point checking my laptop. She lets out a long exhale before shoving her phone back into her pocket and looking at me. Before I give up entirely, let me try your phone real quick. You've always had the best signal. Oh, is she trying to snoop? I mean, people are it's around the time people start going crazy, but I don't know. Trust. That is, unless you've got something on there you'd rather not show me. Her tone is idle and nonchalant, but her words are definitely meant as a jab. Hey, come on. I let go of Leo, giving the Fennec my best annoyed look. I can explain all this later. It's just been bad timing with... And then Leo goes still. I turn to look into his eyes and notice they're still open. Okay, that's weird. They've never had animation before, but there's something behind him. Hey. What? You can move! You have limbs! I step back. Leo mumbles something inaudible. The figure behind him stands still, his body blurred and black, like the light of the room won't touch it. It's like staring at a funhouse mirror, except the thing in front of me isn't following my movements as I back further and further away. There's a gasp from the corner of the room. Chase? Jenna's voice comes after a few seconds of silence. What What is that? She speaks in half yell, half whisper. I don't know. I respond without thinking. The figure still stares at me. As I back away, I notice its socketed eyes follow me without it ever moving its head. My foot catches the edge of a suitcase and I have to quickly grab the dresser so I don't tumble over. A second sharp, breathe between my teeth, my heart pounding. No reaction. 10 seconds having passed, and this thing is still here. Leo stirs, but only somewhat. His eyes roll back into his head, and he turns slightly towards the direction of the doppelganger. Only then does he begin to move as well. It rests his shadowy, furred paw on Leo's own. Don't touch him? I wince at the words leaving my mouth, spoken without thought. Chase, don't. Why? The voice is garbled and sounds nothing like me. I wonder if this is connected to the voice that the main character in the smoke room was hearing when he was sleeping. Because, there's a bad dream where he's being hung and he's hearing a radio noise. Words. Like the clasp soundbite from an old cassette tape. Just don't hurt him. Leo lays there, corked out and helpless. It's such a contrast from the fumbling, fuming predator striking at Brian I saw just 30 minutes ago. You've hurt him plenty. No. I try to swallow, finding my throat dry. Leo's lips move again, and this time I can hear him clearly. I love you. Love you too. He speaks in a voice, this time, crystal clear with no distortion. The affectation is slightly perturbed, like what are these words sometimes, and I realize it's how I sounded when I responded to Leo earlier. The shadowy facade fades into the surroundings. Until it's completely gone. So I wasn't going crazy when it seemed to get darker. I can feel the goosebumps beneath my fur subside, and breathing is somehow easier all of a sudden, the air less thick. Leo sits up, still in a sleepy daze. He clutches at his paw, feeling nothing there, a confused, sad expression crossing his white face. I finally look over to Jenna, who's backed up against the bathroom door. She rubs her eyes, seemingly looking on in disbelief. Neither of us say anything, trying to process what the hell that was. It felt like a dream, but one I could actually feel. The room itself had a sort of ozone-y smell to it, but that's completely gone now. Surprisingly, Leo's the first to speak. Thank you, Chase. He says, still looking at his paw. What? It's all I can say. One of Leo's ears flicks, and he turns his attention back to me. For being here for me. Jenna walks up, touching the space where the doppelganger was moments ago. What the fuck? She reaches down, grasping her wrists and checking her pulse, pinching herself a few times while she's at it. Was I drugged? You saw that too, right, Chase? I nod, trying to speak out only by a croaking sound, but only a croaking sound comes from my throat at first. I cough, then try again. I saw it. I think that was the thing from my dream. Oh, no. No. Jenna turns, walking back towards the bathroom door. God, Chase, don't say that. The thought clearly appears to unnerve her. I'm sorry, but that was real. There has to be an explanation for whatever that was. I'm about ready to start looking for hidden cameras here. I glanced down at my suitcase and spot a familiar orange hardbox container that I keep my camera equipment in. If only I'd gotten whatever that was on film. I exhale, noticing my legs are still shaking. It's all so familiar. We should probably get out of here. Agreed. I'm gonna go grab my stuff and pack your trunk. You think we should leave? Yes. I need to get back to Pueblo and take a few mental health days. We'll finish packing, pick up TJ, and drop Leo off at the clinic. His dad can take him home later. Leo picks at his freely wrapped bandages freshly. Why did it touch him? I need to find Carl. Gina says nothing to Leo's insistence, the fennec shoving her dirty clothes into a garbage bag. Leo, I don't really know what more we can do. I'll handle it, and then you can come back. His red eyes meet mine for the first time in a while. I'm struck by the level of compassion in them. For a second, it reminds me of the best moments of our relationship. With my heart still thudding in my ears, my legs weak, I manage to force a smile towards the dazed wolf. Right. Of course. Doctor first, though. I'm about ready to check myself in, too. He cants his head, peering at me curiously. I'll find Carl. Don't worry. There's a knocking at the window. Awkward taps, followed by a crooning falsetto voice. Is that the, H? Carl. I found Carl. Well, even though that's not a change in scenery, I think we'll leave a cliffhanger. And if you're like, Game Wolf, that is rude, and also let me just tilt this way. Ooh, can I just do it ever so slightly? This controller right here. Oh, this controller here I've seen many times before. Granted, I don't have that. But, yeah. Sorry about that. But, yeah. That was messy Wessy. What do we have? Oh, wait. Why do we have these all the way over here? That's confusing. Because here's, normal things, and then it's here, but then now it's over here. Are these, like, choices, or things I'm gonna... Oh, that's it down in the, Because that looks like a library, but I guess it's not. Though, yeah. We're gonna, like, roll back so we can see... Put that on the next thing. But yeah, that's gonna be the end of this Let's Play. So, please comment, because I like comments. Tell me what you like, dislike, tips, tricks, otherwise. If you like my YouTube and would like to see it grow, then please like, subscribe, and check out the videos to help it grow. And please remove the your animals help control the pit population. And if you want to play this game, it's available free on itch.io. But if you want to support the people that made this game and are making other games, then you can go to their Patreon, which is $3 a month. Anyways, until next time, let's wait. Me, GamerWolfSix of Echo. So thanks and see ya.